Hey, Baggy Beans. What are you doing? Well, just doing a quick little update here. Oh, are you cold, kitty? You want to go inside? Huh? You want to go inside? Oh, you just want some love? Yeah. Oh, what a good boy. He's one of our outdoor cats. He's only about 3 years old, I think. What a good boy. Just giving a little update. Towards the end of this video, I see the Steve, the V8 swapped S10. Got some work I'm doing to that, but I figured I'd just show you what I'm doing out back here. Scrapping out the salvage yard, selling off a bunch of stuff, getting ready. Gonna start doing doing groundwork. Oh, that stupid thing. Got like a cover on here that flips over, and it's kind of worn out. I need to get a new case. Yeah, we're gonna put another driveway, make it kind of like a wrap around right where my Subaru's sitting right there. It's gonna come in, I think, right about there, and it's just gonna come in through here, and then my garage is gonna sit somewhere in this area, general vicinity. Got a load of scrap ready to go. Oops. Got a few projects. These are the projects I'm keeping. Obviously going to keep the Sears. Never get rid of any Sears that I get my hands on. I was going to sell this, but I thought this was a straight shaft drive engine, and it's not. It is a belt drive. It's just on the back side. I am going to engine swap this. I've got a few. I got a few options. I got a 420 Honda clone up there that I think I'm going to throw on this. It does have a tapered shaft because it's in a generator, but I think I can get a pulley on there and get this thing. Dude, this thing is a beast. It's got a manual transaxle. What a unit, you know. So, gonna keep that. Gonna throw tires back on this and just get it running and run it. Maybe make some drag racing passes this summer with Thunder Valley Racing. But right now, I'm in the process of cutting some trees. This area over here, when we first moved in, it was thick overgrowth from that tent all the way down to here and down that line. It was just thick overgrowth. We wanted to utilize this spot, you know, and do a little landscaping. We kind of want to get some chickens. We had chickens before, but we want to do it, but we want to do it in a cleaner way, and set up something a little better, have more garden space. So we're gonna move the chickens over here eventually when we get chickens again, and then this is gonna be a good spot because the sunlight just cascades over this area. And these trees are a little close to the house, and a lot of them are dead. So there's a bunch right there, not the ones closest to us, but right on the other side of those are dead. There's a few dead ones in here. I don't like those pines. They tend to snap off. So I'm gonna take these. There's 3 pines right there I'm gonna drop. There's some smaller evergreens. I'm gonna take the taller ones but leave the shorter ones. That way, you know, there's still kind of a, you know, gives our neighbor a little bit of a barrier. But there's those pines right there. Those are coming down. This red oak is pretty much dead from there up, so I'm gonna take that one down. There's a few smaller red oaks I'm gonna leave, let them grow, you know, let them grow a few years. you know, before I harvest those. I might take that one, just trying to like move the wood line back just a tiny bit so we can utilize this spot. There's a lot of saplings out there that I'm gonna leave, let them grow. And then these bunch of trees over here, I'm just gonna kind of work towards cleaning just this spot out, you know what I mean? I put in this drainage because I know taking trees out does make it less moisture gets sucked up, and we've got a pretty wet area out back here, so created that. It's working good. You know, usually I'm not able to stand out here in any capacity. You just sink down in. It's still a little frozen, so you know there's obviously going to be a moment, but you know, it just kind of makes a little bit more sense. But yeah, there we have it. Just a quick little update. And enjoy the rest of the video, which is primarily just looking at Steve taking the bed off and assessing that, and you'll see what my plans are this season, before this warm season starts with that. So have a good one. See you in the next video. Got the bed off. Gotta grind so last year kind of just threw this thing together. Been sitting for a long time, and my dad had gotten it together and was using it in the form he had it in, and then he was like, you know, I know you really want this truck, and so I was lucky enough to inherit it. It was built, or commissioned to build, I guess, by a good friend of mine who passed away. And we just kind of threw it together in its form, whatever shape it was in, and just drove it. I threw some loud pipes on it. But I welded the bed right to the frame because the mounts were, I don't know, they weren't right. And it was like kind of cockeyed. And instead of fixing it the right way, I just welded it on there. So I just ground all the welds off from it, got that off. Unfortunately, loading up a four-wheeler this winter, had a little bit of a mishap, and so I'm gonna take that out now. I've got another window to go in, but I had a pretty nice day. I made as much money as I needed to today and had nothing super pressing on the schedule, so I wanted to get at least a jump start on this. That way this summer, or the warm season, I can drive this. I'm gonna clean the frame all up and gonna put NH oil on it, and probably reinforce the tail of the frame. I welded this on there just to kind of, you know, get me through, but I need to throw some gussets and stuff. I just got to reinforce it. There's some things I got to do. I got a cab mount there I got to fix, and the bed, I've got one mount on this corner I've got to fix. You can see right there. And probably You know, put a piece of angle iron in. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not gonna be super picky about it. But now I've got to figure out where I want this. I think I want it right here. Just drop it down on something and just flip the end up. Fix it standing up. But it wouldn't start. That's this next thing. I gotta get that bed down and throw the battery charger on it. It sounded like the friggin' starter broke, which is last year I fixed the starter that's in it, rebuilt it. It didn't sound so hot. I don't know if it has a bad Bendix gear or what, but and I'm gonna pull the light off from it. I'm not really a super huge fan of the light, so for anybody that's a fan of the light is coming off. Take that back up to my dad's. That belongs to my dad. Just fill the holes in. The only really, I mean, we're gonna do some things. I'm gonna do a tune up to it before I take it up to my dad's. But I'm gonna get up to my dad's, and he's got some over the frame headers to put on it, so it dumps out the exhaust over the frame down to here, and I think we're just gonna throw some side pipes on it. And then these tires are gonna go on the back, and those tires are gonna come off, and I'm gonna put a bit smaller than what's right there, and put those ones on the front. But none of this is gonna get done with me recording it, but I just want to do a quick update on that. Well, it started, battery was dead, but charged up, warming up. Still sounds mint. Oh yeah. Oh my word. It's good to hear this thing again. Yep, no more light. We're gonna run no light this season. Maybe I'll put it on the Subaru.